West Side Story has been around for more than 60 years now. It's been subject to no fewer than 8 revivals. That's a lot in Broadway terms. And as we said it earlier in the program, 2 feature-length film adaptations, the second premiering in late 2021, helmed by none other than Steven Spielberg, with Bernstein's score conducted by Gustavo Dudamel and the New York Philharmonic. I mean, we're talking a huge, huge production. There was, I should say, plans to have a very extended run of West Side Story in 2020, but of course that got shut down by the COVID-19 pandemic. Tragically, it only ran for 24 performances before closing in March, so it ran from late January to early March. That production was interesting because the Robbins choreography was supplanted by newer choreography that would be more sort of hip-hop inspired, and thus reflect the urban setting of the plot. Unfortunately, it never became a thing for obvious reasons. It would have been very interesting to have gotten a chance to see it. I personally never did. However, I did have a chance to see the 2021 film adaptation. I can tell you a little bit about it. First of all, it's worth pointing out that we are living right now in a time where musicals are being adapted into cinematic presentations at a pace that I've never witnessed before. We've seen just in 2021 alone, Dear Evan Hansen, and earlier in the summer, In the Heights. So 2 blockbuster musicals made into blockbuster movies. This particular film was, I thought, very good, the 2021 version. The characters here are reimagined in a way that makes them more topically relevant to the 21st century. For example, the character of Tony, played by Ansel Elgort, is not just trying to reform his ways at the beginning of the show. He's actually coming out of a stint where he has had to reflect on how his malfeasance has landed him in a sort of juvenile penitentiary because he beat up an ethnic boy. I think in the plot they make up a story that's not in the original libretto, but they make up a story that Tony had beaten up an Egyptian boy and landed himself in hot water because of it. And that sort of contributes to his new perspective. Another curious thing about the film is that Rita Moreno, who we just saw in the previous clip dancing as Anita and singing America, Rita Moreno is given the role of Doc. So Doc is Tony's boss and sort of, you might say, Tony's mentor. Here, the character of Doc is replaced by a character played by Rita Moreno, who's now close to 90 years old or somewhere in that neighborhood. So she's remarkable, a Broadway triple threat back in the day, and now has been in both films, both in 1961 and 2021. That's got to be some kind of record.